Hold on, bro. New music I don't know. I'm playing that crap. Unnecessary. Well, some people make a living off of it, so I don't need it to make a living. That's the big difference. Push bar, boxy boy, What you creeping around for? Huh? What you creeping around for? What is you creeping around for, man? You gonna stop this, start licking yourself like it's, oh, okay, I see what you're doing, Papa. I see what you're doing. Let me see. Gotta release some salt. Himalayan. And that should be good. Oh boy. Here we go. Yeah, look at that. Cinnamon. Yeah, it's good tea. Good tea. What you doing, Papa? Didn't I put it in? Why do you sit right there when you know I gotta go in? It's like waiting on me to get to the door. Okay. Alright, we got it. So there's more stuff we gotta bring down. Yeah, little bro. Why you gotta slide that up? You were too much. Okay. Okay, now I gotta pull the arrow out of this. Let me see if I can do this. I don't know why I can't pull the Earl up if the Earl is not there. All right, let me see. Content. All right, it should be. Six minutes? Okay, cool. All right. Analytics, it's not started, still got a few minutes. And let's go over to, oh, okay. It should be able to pull up. Okay, wow. It's pretty weird. Yep, because they've been blocking it. Because I talk about it, it scares them. Okay, there we go. Your dashboard. Oh, dude, you gotta learn to say something else because that is becoming so like mental. I don't like to be mean, but some things, some people need to reevaluate because it's just stupid. Like to be such intelligent beings and to obliterate yourself with such nuances as a statement. It's like uninterrupted truth. I actually own. Not because I need to or want to. I just do own it. And I don't usually say anything because people will cross the line. But people ask me questions all the time. And so I went back on TikTok to see certain things and I share it. I'm not going to do I'll comment or speak on it afterwards. I'm not going to sit there interrupting and running my mouth. Even though I know all the content creation, like I can make fiat off of it. Now, there are some things I've turned monetization on, about 12 videos from TikTok, because it's based on shit I've said long before it became something. Isn't that ownership? But because they are ignorant, even the things that I've created, in their stupor, these platforms today decided, without warning or justification, and in a small communique, to which I screenshotted it, I talked to one of their little goofy agents. They gaslight when they can't really respond to anything. Okay? So they demonetized the channel based upon this ideology that I was sharing information without speaking this, that, and other, which was spiel. Because I have thousands of videos up 2-3 times a day, sometimes 4, based on my own hard work. I hate saying that, but that's to litigate this nuance of this world we live in. Now, I wasn't making a lot anyway because they were blocking people from seeing the videos because they're cowards. Like, I'm going to stop reading and doing what I do. I do this because it's important for you. I just wanted to, I figured monetization would allow me to be able to purchase some books, but they're too stupid to know better. And then you have some religious idiots out here and some fuckboy police that wouldn't meet me in the ring, less fucking face to face, because a lot of times they get the handcuffs behind people and then they jack them up like the little bitches they are, compared to those of us who used to practice breaking these fucking Smith and Wessons and chains, but who feel some kind of fucking way because they can't speak up and open their fucking mouths. I'm beyond the scope of what I was just saying. Though I did a video said an appeal with a question mark, because they express what you should do in order for appeal. I'm not bartering or begging anybody on my fucking ancestral soil with these little government platforms as if I'm in the worry. I make more from you guys to purchase books to which I mitigate to meet than they can ever, because of the stupidity of their movements and their auto function, because they are weak, because they are pedophiles, because they are homosexuals, because they feel some kind of way because they have no control. I continue to let y'all know that they have no control. Y'all keep leaning on these platforms because you don't know how to come together. They always think there's a victory and a win. No, there's just a continuum of their perversion until some of you become the collective that you truly supposed to be. So anyway, I have it here. Now, usually when I come over here, all this stuff looks totally different. And I was going to show you, but they always do this weird little goofy thing. When you go to the dashboard, they give you, okay, where's that? They give you the crap look compared to when you want to look at analytics, you want to see everything. What was that? See, we had a whole lot of folks subscribe and all of a sudden one disappears. So whenever they want to watch you, they'll subscribe and then watch and report and cry and all that other stuff. Well, the agent, the little goofy fucks. And then they'll leave. Like, don't waste your time. Stop being politically stupid. I don't buy into politics. I don't give a fuck about Biden or none of these news reporters. I don't care about these goombas who work for these platforms. The one I was having a conversation with didn't even know that I was controlling the narrative. I was putting everything down, alluding to the fact that they can't even keep up with their own fucking agenda. Or maybe it was unimportant regardless, or they just wanted to have a little FaceTime, to which is their fucking biggest mistake. Anyway, I know some of you are hearing me, but you don't really hear me. You don't know what I'm saying. Okay, let me see. Where's the research? Pixels, content, thing over. There we go. It's like a riddle because you think you know me, and I keep telling myself not to say it, but I have to remind you that you don't, as much as you want to believe you do. So, well, so they made the biggest mistake, and for a period of time there, for about I'm not going to say the window of I'm not going to say this is a fact, but I know for roughly around 5 or 6 months that if you shared stuff, um, even if it has some music, it was split off and shared with them. Now, some would say, well, maybe that was some type of no, that's based on the content creators. And if you use something instead of everybody getting a copyright strike, it was not problematic. Now, where the problem lays, this is where it happens. Okay, I'm gonna show you. They removed it because I was keeping a record of when they gave copyright strikes. So what they did was they removed monetization from everything, which shows because they were lying with the numbers. I did the math. I'm a mathematician. YouTube probably owes me well over like $7,000 easily. Easily. I just keep the screenshots, do the math, do the numbers, and I was like, wow, they are just so pervert. When you understand time, views, subscriptions, because the numbers how they have gradually grown. They are like the cops that says, yeah, we fucked up. And we're not going to say that. We're going to cops blame. We don't know the law. We're moving on policies, to which mean nothing. The fact that the police department of local has nothing to do with constitutional or anything. They're independent to make revenue for what? To keep people suppressed, but you would think that people that join from the same streets will litigate and do something different, but it shows you the inaptitude and the perversion, the inequality of everything that they put upon themselves when they don the fucking uniform. It's nothing but all the police department is a more tactful way of looking for certain individuals for a bigger plan, to which they pretty much have all the individuals they need. I know you didn't get that. And I know people are going to be like, what the fuck did he just say? Then go back and listen to it again. So, okay, let's see. Here we go. I wanted to see I don't want to see the stats. I was going to pull something up and let y'all see, but it's not showing me how. You got to be fucking kidding me, dude. This is not how it's supposed to look. So they give me all the graphs and the charts, which are full, and I have all the information. So I wanted to share that with y'all. I got to run out and grab, like I said, some seasonings and stuff. And so when I come back, I'm going to get all the seasons put up and everything like that. I made my tea, but when I come back, I'm going to get my coconut banana, which I got to have that because I just can't have absolutely nothing because of this fermented oils I utilize. And we're going to get right into reading. And that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to discuss certain things too that illuminate certain information. And I wasn't surprised. I was sitting there saying, I wonder when they're going to try and pull something that's comical. And I was like, they never seem to fail, especially when you're 10 steps to 20 steps ahead of them. And I was just waiting, especially while I was sick, because when I saw the 3 red copyrights, I was like, wait a minute. And I went back. So this is why they want to be able to remove that. I went back and I was like, those weren't copyright problems before. So somebody's sitting there going, we're bothered. Oh, no, I can litigate and be all political and shit and be all polite and nice to them viscerally and have it reinstated. I don't give a fuck. Because they were lying in the first point. See, somebody will come along and realize, or if they're not already fighting it, and realize that what happened during the fake demic, that's what the fuck it is, and what happened on Facebook, what happened on Twitter and all the other shit, somebody will come along and outs YouTube for being exactly the same, to which they shouldn't. Hell, they're not even the biggest monetized maker right now. Why? Because as I stated long ago, this is a government agency platform. There is nothing that they don't purchase or buy and then weaponize and utilize to study you for Sophia and everything else. The enemies, regardless of who they are, to watch and to singularly fuck themselves up by ousting themselves because they really believe they're ready with everything they've done. And I'm a warning to them that they're not. Y'all on a warning to shit. Some will say, that's stepping out. Oh, shut the fuck up. That's like y'all repetitive with that bullshit. It's just comical. Okay, so I can start the appeal, to which I really don't give a fuck right now. And then all that other goofy shit that comes with it. Let me see on the dashboard again if the okay, it came up. Good. I just want to make sure, and it says restrictions none. Let me go to it's right quick. All right. Okay, back. Oh, cool. So let me go over here because you know what's funny on my broad end of the spectrum when it comes to information, videos, and all that stuff. Whenever I go on a tablet and I go to find because in your transcript and everything, it should have the URL of the videos and all that stuff. Well, what's funny is even on my laptop, though it's in the corner on the dashboard how it's supposed to look, but on the phone and on the tablet, you actually have to have the right URL to go in there to see that. Whether you want to change, remove sounds, add commentary, whatever. Wasn't even given that opportunity. So what does it mean? It means that I won't be given opportunities when the time comes, but it means that they sit up on some false high horse as if everything's going to work itself out. And I continue to tell you, it's not. It wouldn't matter if they started bombing everywhere over here. First of all, they have absolutely a little clue, but no clue as to what that would do. Otherwise, they would have already done it. Trust me, y'all. Yeah, bullshit. Okay. All right. Now that should, okay, here we go. They are funny when how they have to have everything down as far as information. They are comical. And about, okay. Now, every video, no matter what platform, you should be able to tap on its URL. And the funny thing about this one is you can't on whether it be Android. Apple might be a little different, but I'm not sure as to that because it doesn't matter. But I always look for these things on these because everything is supposed to be situated as per se the platform. So when those things aren't there, it should bring into the question, why? Anyway, so I put up a whole lot of videos and shorts. So you can see all the videos I did, the lives. Well, I mostly do lives. I'm not big into uploading videos, and I've uploaded a few. But when you look at the videos that I've uploaded, it's like, okay, I guess Martin Luther King bothered him, but my boy, and Crown Prince don't have the ownership over that. Nobody does. Okay, historically, that's for everyone. So they showed that they screwed that pooch because nobody owns Martin Luther King speaking on any platform, just as they don't own James Baldwin or anybody else. But I'm not here to litigate that. I'd whoop their ass with that. Okay, with their little magistrates and their little fucking esquires and everybody else to sit there parlaying with words as if I'm going to sit there talking as a fucking strawman or something. It shows their stupidity. And so I shared a whole bunch of it, but you have me too as well, like commenting on certain things. Don't forget that because, and y'all see all of my videos. So it's a handful within the last couple of weeks, because the majority of videos that I have are mostly mine. And then I do the ones that are shared. which pretty much some of them are comical, this, that, and other. But the majority from certain pages that want the information shared, that means reshared, creating a post right from YouTube. That's theirs. That's what you can do. You don't have to speak on it. You can actually put a title. You can actually, obviously the video has information because the individual, whether it be lackluster or whoever, speaking. So they screw up. And yet the majority, 99.9% of the fucking videos on YouTube are mine, what I've created. And yet in their hypocrisy, in their fake eye of information, they would have you run around believing that they have a leg to stand on without being too harsh. Well, they don't. In the world they live in, they believe they do. Have any of y'all ever partied with millionaires, billionaires? Have any of y'all ever been to some of their parties and watch how they move, how they carry themselves? Have any of y'all? No, seriously, more than one or two times. Mind you, I'm asking you. I've been to thousands. I don't think y'all really gather the disparity and delusion. How many of y'all have worked a job and you were supposed to be with customer care and you worked on the register or at the door or in the aisle to assist patrons, and you forgot that your job was to take care of these individuals? Well, you have these individuals at the top who don't care. They are their thing. Well, you might believe is about the fiat. It's about the quantity, not the quality. It has become lately. There was a time when it was about the quality, but I don't really think that existed when these certain individuals of Ashkenaz, whatever, came in. And those are the ones right now who are bothered, who are reporting and demonetized and this, that, and the other with their fake Jewish ass selves. Fake Hebrews. They're not none of that. They're not of Shem. And I don't give a fuck. You're not changing nothing because they live in that world of absolute power. That's not power. Be mindful of that. Where they think they control shit. We don't give a fuck about these platforms. I don't think they have been paying attention. The little monkeys have been scurrying back to them. What should we do? How should we deal with this? Oh, demonetize it. That doesn't mean a goddamn thing. It means something to those. Well, he's speaking on it. I'm speaking because there are those who need to know. I always waited for the fucking moment. I didn't speak it into futility. I knew it was going to happen. See, that's real fucking power. Not the notion of. And I knew they would create an excuse after they allowed and permitted things that they would backtrack and backpedal because they don't know how to handle certain things. It's always forward with no real purpose other than self-gratification and satisfaction. That is what we're dealing with. That is what I'm pointing out to y'all. We will read plenty of information, and I have been, that shows that when I'm reading George Jones, when we're talking about original history of America and how one individual was being dismissed because he's part of the conglomerate to rewrite history, and then how these two push Christianity, this, that, and other, yet embarking on the truth of history, so say, alluding from the truth while speaking about the truth and incorporating your opinions or ideologies doesn't make it not the truth. It just makes it the truth with a whole lot of additives and shit. So here is what I'm contending with. When they do their dumb shit. Like I stated, from the math I've done, I haven't completed it. YouTube owes me well over $7,000. Guaranteed. Easily. But that's on them. I watched the numbers as they went up and down. Then all of a sudden they just started shooting up. Seriously. And then when I went on to this, I said, let me go live. I said, let me go hit the monetization thing because, 79 cent, dollars, whatever it is for, And I said, they're blocking views, this, that, and other. And they believe that it's hidden as if somebody doesn't know. See, I said somebody compared to the nobody. And I was like, wow, they are really, really in their feelings. Hey, donut operator. I'm grateful because you're so analytical. Why don't you talk about all the bad policing in America, so-called fucking America? Why don't you speak on that shit instead of riding the dick of that which you rode as serving as an officer because you know that you did some dumb shit out there as well? Well, I've talked to enough individuals. I don't hate you. I like some of your videos. I have some facts and some truths. But see, when you talk about one side and you don't speak about the other side, that shows you're prolific in your fuckery. Yeah. And then Herrera went and got his box on and won. I would love to step into the boxing ring with either one of you. I know y'all would say, but you've got practice in history and shut the fuck up. I've grappled before BJJ became a thing. I got fucked up back, bad knees, fucked up wrist. They demonetized their channels as well, but they're making millions, so don't worry about that. Me, I could just become a millionaire in a matter of minutes if I chose to talk to my daughter and say, just drop 5 million, baby. I don't live like that. I like being right where I am, who I am. I have more than enough. But what I have that's more than all that shit is I have something that the majority of people don't have. That's not about morals. Kiramio is always teaching y'all that you are the true Hebraic people. And it's actually 1,000% facts. And then y'all run off and listen to the goofy fucktards who feel some kind of way because they're still within the city limits. They're still slaves to a mentality because they don't know no fucking better. And though they get around a little bit, they don't have a clue because they're listening to a bunch of idiots who are always in contempt without no true knowledge of self or anything else other than the tip of their fucking nose to which they can't even see. I only want you to know that there is more to this earth and more to you than what you know. The monetization, I don't give a fuck. Am I going to appeal it for fucking what? They see what I do. Appeal it for what? Somebody in their young mind might, but you was money. And what the fuck was you doing? Who did you reach out to? And there was only a handful of people saying, yo, go check out Red's page, this, that, and other. There's people I grew up with, that people will share shit on Facebook and they'll say, yo, you need to listen to them. They don't really hard press nothing. Why? Because they're still too scared. They walk tippy-toeing in life. I said I needed a number to reach. I didn't want to have Cashapp up. I wanted to go ahead and be able to earn it because of views, because of what I've been teaching and what I've been doing in all my life. I've been doing long before any and everybody on fucking YouTube. And that's a fucking fact. And yet people sit there because they're still holding on to a bunch of bullshit. Because most of the people teaching don't know how to separate the bullshit. And then we still have individuals using the word, but I'm a spiritualist. Shut the fuck up. Even that term is fucking starting to begrudge me. Why? Because I have knowledge. When they're still holding on to some shit. It's like I was looking at Dallas Cowboys motherfucker. I shared it with a couple of my people. What's that motherfucker's name? And maybe I could pull a video up. Maybe I can. I'm not all into football shit like I used to be a long time ago. That's long fucking out my system, people. But Emmitt Smith, I believe his name is, right? When he was going through his ancestry. And I'm sitting there saying to myself, he's going to some little fake ass punk, goofy ass witch, dumb bitch, like another Henry Louis Gossett, sitting there smiling with that Africa bullshit. And it's tiresome as fuck that they keep running around and listen to these motherfuckers unless they're just putting on a goddamn show. How can you have a wife and children living a certain way and still entertain dumb shit? And if you look at the time and the period of 1800, that is POWs. There was wars being fought on a grand fucking scale, and people are having a hard time accepting this reality. Why? Because of their fucking level of stupidity is to be accepted. It's only meant to be accepted because there's still people behind the scenes who wants people to be dumb, and they believe because of these platforms they can keep people dumb because they believe this is the power. Because a lot of you have become too lazy, unlike our ancestors, who you are, your ancestors traveled. They fucking got up, got into the goddamn jalopies and the motherfucking got into their fucking vehicles, okay? Got on their horses and traveled. When you have more today than you ever have, but what y'all have is a lot of fear and a lot of bullshit. You have to have excuses for every fucking thing. We're not an excuse fucking people. Do you see what you've become? You would think that I was making an excuse about being demonetized. No, I'm pointing out the fact that they're fucked up, that I'm not going to correct their fallacy. I don't give a fuck. I show that they're still dumb racists. They're inept. I wouldn't give a fuck if they had 3 shades darker than me. The stupidity is what y'all refuse to see. And then when I shared the fact what these women and men are running around who are military saying, look at these motherfuckers getting all these fighting age men and taking them to these encampments. Not everybody in the military you see walking around with a suit on is for this government, is for the people or anything. These motherfuckers are implants, infiltrators, speak your language, went to your schools, and they're out there training these motherfuckers, arming these motherfuckers because they want to see shit broke down. Not so much the racists and the neo-Nazi motherfuckers. They're just dumb as fuck. All right? Then these peckerwoods who said, oh, I just want to live and live. No, they're stupid. And you are the motherfuckers that matter. And it's the last thing they need is y'all to come together. But y'all are too fucking pragmatic in your fucking slumber. I mean, you're giving meaning to your fucking sleep. And what scares the most of fucking ignorant motherfuckers around the world, and it should, is they lack the responsibility of truth because they don't know what the fuck truth is. India or Hindustan, they ain't India. Hindustan wants everybody to believe that they're different from Africans. No, motherfuckers, if your ass is black, you's an African, you dumb motherfuckers. As if they're something special. That's why the Ashkenazis and certain groups want to lean in that direction to make the correlation of Upper Ethiopia, to which these fucktards are, that crowning principle or point, as if that's the beginning of some kind of Fagito or history, to which it is not. They are broken fucking people conquered, I don't want to know how many fucking times. Their existence is fucking moot because they can't even remember their truth of Tartarian or Tartary. Only thing I learned about them motherfuckers other than the fake ass gods was the Kama fucking Sutra. Bitch, please. The perversions, when I said sand devils, I wonder how they became what they are. See, this is commentary. This is lessons and teachings. I don't give a fuck about what they believe in right now because there's too many goddamn perversions to count. So when you want to know where the mind slipped in our historic lives on this earth and went to the darkness from a 9,000 period of love and light and prosperity, greatness, communication without fucking fake ass words, You want to know where the fall started? Why does so-called St. Petersburg, Russia still look as it did, other than its excruciating colors that they fucking utilize? Still the only one that's still standing as a venue of what Tartary was. But perverted because even the people that walk the streets are ignorant to its origin and existence and truth. Australians run around portraying the Hollywood narrative of their fucking lives instead of knowing their greatness of the grand cities and things, the schemes that they built. All these fake new ideologies and fake historians and fake individuals on lands, that shit sickens me. The Inuit of Alaska didn't look nothing like the motherfuckers they claim today. Some whitewashed bullshit, walking in the fucking flesh. Haven't I been reading enough material to incite an enlightenment? Or are people just that fucking dumb? Because how dare he says how dare you speak of this republic, this motherfucking land and nation, coming with your arrogant, ignorant selves who don't even know who the fuck you are because you don't know the truth of the motherfucking soil to which you come to exploit and not know that what's going to come from it is an ass kicking beyond equitable, beyond the scope of fucking reality. And all the sins of the fathers, you still don't fucking get it. You still don't fucking get it. Bunch of monkeys and Cabbage Patch babies running around. Don't want to wake up and be part of the truth. And the ones that have been, they get fucked with, blacklisted. And see, the ones that are doing it are the fucking idiots. See, when you persecute the truth, it got a way of coming back a trillionfold. Time and patience. Two most powerful, viable things. About out of them, both of them. I keep telling you. See these scientists? But you know what scientist actually means. Anyway. We know the story that they will take poisons to kill themselves and they won't die. That's a fact. I'm throwing a fact out there. They will attempt to commit suicide and it will flee them. All these little perverts in costumes, pedophiles, and everything else, they will attempt to hide. Like those with the fiat of grand things they built. It won't work. We got the monkeys who watch now who done dumb things, right? You can't look away. It doesn't matter. Whatever you're thinking, even if it's to make it right, it won't fix shit. It won't work. So I said what I said. Now, Callie, whoever the fuck you want, who are you? Whoever you think you are, or whatever you think, you can come and challenge me. I told you, come over here, challenge me on what I'm saying. I told y'all you are the true Hebraic people. It's more of a lifestyle than anything. Turns into some kind of fucking obscure, weird fucking religion that most people have a hard time escaping from because of the narratives painting. Now you can read thousands of information. What is a lifestyle? it can be made into a religion, right? What is a religion? It is an idea that encompasses what? The way people live, the story. Wouldn't that be like motherfucking Adam's family and shit? Robinson fucking Crusoe, Friday. You know what I mean? I know when you've been conditioned to blindly accept shit because you don't know nothing else. So when you don't know nothing else, you accept whatever is put in front of you. You're like a sponge. Now imagine if they was telling you the truth. So now that you're still a sponge and I'm telling you some kind of truth, you have a hard time absorbing that? Well, your inferiority complex makes you believe that we are the same, right? You need to be tangible. You need to know something and see something to prove otherwise. Just in that thought alone should tell you 1,000 things, but you're too fucking stupid. If you believe I haven't been telling all this stuff that I've been saying long before YouTube and all these other platforms and half these motherfuckers are in diaper, and yet there are people who know this, what does that say to you about you and your little mental obscurity of thought? The fact that your ego is nothing, the fact that your knowledge is shit, the fact that you lack responsibility in researching shit. Yeah, during that pullout, do y'all know how many veterans were attacked? Biden's, this fake ass government's pullout so they can get hasty with this fake demic bullshit and murdering motherfuckers. And that's what I said, because that's what the fuck it is. Do you know how many people were fucked up, blown up, attacked? Oh, that's right. This fake ass media, part of the fake ass government, part of the fake ass military industrial complex, part of the fake ass elite. Which I love because they just keep feeding me. But anyway, do y'all know how many? Of course not, because the media wasn't there to feed you what the fuck you need to know. And these motherfuckers perpetuate the control narrative or the indisputable will to debunk. But then again, they also allow everything, right? So that way they keep a plethora of deception running amok. I mean, if I'm wrong, say, Red, you're wrong. Okay, cool. No, explain to me why I'm wrong. And what is the benefit or where's the lack of benefit in it? I haven't had this tea in over 2 weeks almost. No, I've had the lavender and lemon, but this dandelion root coffee, it tastes like fucking coffee. It's so fucking strong. A little cinnamon. Mm. So again, by YouTube standards, they're supposed to inform you. They're supposed to inform you. You go to your Gmail and you see if they send out, if they were informative. So I went over to my Gmail and I looked to see if they had informed me. You don't have to go that far, mind you. You just Delta Force, okay, books, tracking information. Okay, it's already on the way. Good, beautiful. Okay, hey, Grey Wolf, appreciate that, brother. Should be home soon. Heat stroke. Oh, dude. Anyway, love you, brother. Oh, hold on. Excuse me. Let me, oh, there we go. So what I did was I went back and looked at all the YouTube partner support. Right, and everything. No warnings. So that means that YouTube decided to go ahead and just demonetize without rational reasoning or giving an excuse or explanation, unless you go over to earn. And then they say a whole lot of stuff too, which didn't exist. There was no warning for that in YouTube partnership program. What does that say about them, people? What does it say about the whole scheme of things? What I've been alluding to all the time. Now, some people, this is a means of life for them. For some reason, they did it, built up a platform, blah, blah, blah. And they've got to the point where they can make, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month. And so it benefits them. That means they're living beyond their standards and they've forgotten the whole purpose. But, man, sometimes I will give, hey, look, I'm going to help you out. It's not like I'm that fiat rich. The reality is, most people have a hard time dealing with this because they are so worldly. Very worldly. Look at all the people, especially the foreigners that come. And what's funny is I've been all over the world and I've met some wonderful people who know what the fuck I've been talking about. No, at that time I didn't even know who I was. I didn't believe what I heard. So there was no reason to accept it until Edinburgh, Scotland. And I fought for another 10, 15, 20, 15 years before I started even. And then my grandmother, not that long, a year or two before her, you could see fear in a woman's eyes. And while my mother stopped talking, my biological allowed me to come in this world. I remember my father used to tell me, he used to look at me and he'd be like, man, you're something else. You know that, Jimmy, right? And I'm like, well, what the fuck? You stick me up. You stick me. You help me get my cocaine in my arm. I said, well, I don't want you to die. See, when I accepted who the fuck I was, it was a wrap. The problem is, the idiots are having a hard time, which I embrace and enjoy. It makes it all the much more fun. So I looked at everything because I wanted to go about their platform to showing how corrupt they are, because most melanated people don't have, pale skins too, but they're just too stupid to know fucking better. Our people misled is the only reason why, by worthless niggas. Maybe Gucci suit wearing motherfuckers. But they get unjust on their own ancient ancestral soil, and then they believe it's equitable. It's equitable to go ahead and call themselves something other than what the fuck they are. See, that's what pisses me off. How can you have a good fight with someone if they don't know who the fuck they are? But you want to be everything. That's easy to whoop up on a fucking bunch of people running around calling themselves something other than what the fuck they are, because they're too goddamn stupid to know better. When I say Hawa and Jannah, like that just came out of nowhere, right? You motherfuckers know everything. When I was telling people Shanita Khan was a Muslim, people was like, you was a crazy motherfucker. I was like, it's funny how a person can be live all this time and you can actually see what the fuck and they tell you. She was tired of the bullshit of the world, the fake ass crown, the weird ass, goofy, fake ass popes, and all these motherfuckers. She was able to see what the majority of you motherfuckers couldn't see. And she's no longer here, and she was not fucking stupid. Y'all are. Shanita Connor was a wonderful woman. Her bringing 4 beautiful children. One passed away last year or 2 ago at 17. Martin Luther King. No, he's probably dead now. But he went against the grain because he told you who he was. And after they, CIA got rid of him. L.B. Johnson, the ignorant ass thing he could do was sit there because the Civil Rights Act, to which our people fucking created, look at all the people in the house, all them niggas, is the Indian Civil Rights Act for the motherfucking POWs, not slaves. Now, are POW slaves? Well, if you would think about Auschwitz and all that, you tell me. What were the POWs doing to mine in Incan times? Which we know is a fake history, but Tartary's fall. Stalin, the Gulag. What are the POWs? What did they become? What was the Punch Bowl about? What happened to the Caliphas that's written in the fucking dynamics of the fucking fake ass Vatican's fraudulent papers of the Caliphas? And in the history to be eradicated because of the mercilessness murdering by the Spain and French and even the fucking Dutch new identity personnel. Not no goddamn Mongolians, Asians, and persuasions, motherfuckers, of a new ideology. I'm asking. Why do dumb motherfuckers run around talking about Egypt when Egypt was a period? And yes, you goddamn right, we built that shit. Literally. You motherfuckers are incapable of moving fucking and stacking 2 fucking rocks right. So that should speak volumes about who the fuck you are and what you become. You dumb, slothful motherfuckers. Again, I looked and I didn't see nothing. Oh, they're telling me I got some Hellfire 12. Oh, good for fucking you. No, thank you. So it's on its way. I will check. In about an hour. Let me see if I can pull this up again. Hold on. That should just pull right the fuck. No, it didn't. Oh, well. Oh, my. Yeah, it's good. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I got to run and grab my seasonings for my vegetables. I'm actually got to pick up some pots too so I can start growing some okras and a few things. Yam, grow it year round, right in here. No need to grow it outside. Okra is great to cook with. It's just marvelous. Until there's no point or period to cook. Anywho, appreciate y'all taking the time to come over. We will be reading. I keep looking at all these fucking books going, oh, no, not with the no anticipation. I just want to be able to sit down and read every fucking one of them to you. Just for the few that will get it. The rest of you, I really don't give a fuck. And some will say, well, how are you going to get numbers talking like that? Then get the fuck out of here. Go somewhere where they're going to talk and entertain your stupidity. You'll find something to complain about with your whack, weak, worthless ass, monkey-like Cabbage Patch self. You fucking meat sack wearing a fucking skin suit. viable empty fuckingness. So anyway. Yeah, I know. Mikey L, Grey Wolf. Yeah, Grey Wolf, I appreciate you sending that information. I hope she gets better. I really do. Hey, Snoop, what's up, baby? Rondo, what's going on, beloved? Thank you, hon. Navy Job, what's going on, beloved? Lord, what's going on? So anyway, I'm signing off. You guys came late. Watching from the beginning, I appreciate it. And I'll see y'all here shortly. In the one.